For this class, we have play piano in 5 minutes. So that's what we are looking at. So, and for us to achieve this, we actually needed to make sure that we understand some few things. And what are the few things we need to understand? Those are the things I'm going to be sharing light on today. The first thing we need to understand is our scale or sofa note. So what is scale and what is sofa note? Sofa note is like saying I'm in a particular key on the keyboard, because this is my keyboard. It contains the white and the black key. So I'm on a particular key on this keyboard, and I want to make sure that I play a song, or I play very well. So the first thing I need to know as a music player or as a beginner player is my scale. And what is my scale? We can change that to sofa note. What is our sofa note? Our sofa note include do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So that is our sofa note. And how do we, use this, or how do we make use of this? Now we make use of this just by using them to play songs. So if, for instance, if I want to play any song like Mary Had a Little Lamb, it's going to be like this: mi, re, do, re, mi, mi, re, 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 mi, re, do, re, mi, 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 do, re, re, mi, re, do. So that is my first what is it called? That is my first song I'm going to play, and that is how we use sofa notes to play. So after this now, what is the next and the best thing we need to look out for again after sofa note? The next and the best thing we need to look out for is our chords. Now, for us to play chord is not something that is very hard. The first thing, all you need to know is just to learn how to hold three notes, and the three notes are do, mi, and sol. So by the time you hold these three notes, it's going to give you, you can see on my screen is showing what we call C. That is C major. So by the time you hold any three notes on the keyboard, that will give you what we call chord. Now the next thing is, how do we now play? How do we make sure that we make sound out of these two things I just mentioned? A quick recap: the first one I mentioned is the scale. So under the scale, we are making use of what we call sofa notes. Now the second one is chord. So chord is holding three notes together, while scale is playing do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So by the time you know what we call do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and you can put your scale also, or your chord together, so this is going to give you a definite sound. So let's quickly dive into it. These are the things you need to know. But how do we play? Now I want to explain how we play. We don't just play keyboard. We don't just play piano. Everyone has different style of playing the piano. Now it depends on the artist or your mentor. It depends on who you listen to. It depends on the type of songs you listen to, and it depends on how versatile you are on on listening to songs. Because before you can play any song now, if you don't know it from somewhere, they've sang it to your ear in one form or the other. So for us to now to have the mindset of the capacity to play these songs, we need to understand three concepts. But as regards to this, as far as this course is concerned, you can equally play it now. All right, so let me show you. I'm already there. This is the song I said we are going to look out for. Now, I want you to look at your right hand. So on your right, you have something like this. You have your 1, 2, 3. This is the three finger you are going to use to start your playing. So if I start do, I'm using my first finger, re, my second finger, mi, my third finger. And as you can see in the book, I have this. I have mi, re, do, re, mi, mi, mi. So which means that if I'm going to play, I'm going to be making use of, from here, my third finger, mi, re, do, re, mi, mi, mi. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let's go to that. So I'm showing you so that you can see what I'm actually doing. Now the first one is mi, re, do, re, mi, mi. So I hope that is easy. I hope that is easy. I hope that is easy. If you can hear me, I would like you to respond. So all right, so that is for the first one. This time around, please, if since you can hear me, you can just unmute and mute, unmute and mute, so that we get feedbacks for what we are doing currently. So like I said, mi, re, do, re, mi, mi, mi. So we are going to have it as mi, re, do, re, mi, mi, mi. Then re, re, re. Then mi, mi, mi. Mi, re, do, re, mi, mi, mi. Do, re, re, mi, re, do. That's just that about the first song that you are supposed to play. Haven't learned your right hand, the next thing to go to is your left hand. And if you equally see, you find out that on mi we have do, on mi we have do, on re we have so, on mi we have do, on mi we have do, on mi we have do, on re we have so, and on do we have do. So that is to say, on this right hand, as you are playing your right hand, your left hand will accompany it. So I want you to do that and let's figure it out. So this is my left hand. So if I'm going to be playing my left hand, let me show you. My left hand is going to come this way. This is going to be my do, this is going to be my re, this is going to be my mi, this is going to be my fa, and this is going to be my so. So that means if I'm going to play so on my left, I'm going to make use of this. If I'm going to play do on my left, I'm going to make use of this. If I'm going to play my fa, I'm going to make use of this. So that's the fingers you have to use. It's very, very important. So now let's continue. I'm going back to the book. As you can see, that is it. Mi, re, do, re, mi, mi, mi. So I'm going to play it together now. Let's see how it's going to sound like. So that's the first way of learning how to play your song. You can see now, if you start that under 5 minutes, you can play it. So this is the purpose why we refer this lesson as play piano in 5 minutes. So the next thing we are going to quickly look out for is how to play our left hand and chord. So what does that mean? Like I showed you the other time, this case I am on one. See my one on the screen. My one shows C, E, G. That's my one chord. And my five chord, I'm going to move all the way to G, B, and D. So the finger I use to play that is just my one. The finger I used to play that is just my one, my three, and my five. So I have 1, 3, 5 that I'm using to play the chords like that. So let's get back to it. So my 1, 3, and 5. We play my do, my 1, 3, and 5. We play my so in terms of chords. So this is just how it's going to go. Now, when you are playing left hand and chord, it means someone is singing. I want you to know that. When you are playing left hand and chord, it means someone is singing. So I want to be the singer and the player at once. So listen to me as I play. Mi, re, do, re, mi, mi, re, re, mi, 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 re, do, re, mi, do, re, mi, re, do. So that's just the simplest way of playing Mary had a Little Lamb, as the case may be, and that's the second way of playing. Now the final way, which is the third way, which I'm going to actually share with you now, is the left hand and the right, sorry, the chord on your left hand and the right hand. So let me quickly go over that. The right hand and the chord on your left hand, that's what I want to say. So that means all the chords you played on your right hand, you are going to play it on your left by playing 1, 3, and 5. So this is how you use it. 1, 3, and 5. So let's go over that. If you see my hand, so that means the way I've positioned my hand in form of 1, 3, and 5 produce the chord on the left. So let's go over that. So if I'm going to use the same formula I kind of used for my Mary had a Little Lamb, so we're going to see it as this. Mi, re, do, re, I hope this helps, and this actually open your mind towards playing the piano. So that means in our subsequent class, we are not just going to look at just one song. We are going to look at many songs, and we will go deeply down into how to play all these sulfur notes and all these chords, and how to work them out. You can see that everything written here are just in form of numbers. They are in form of sulfur notes. How can we change them? When we see some other things, how can we understand that this is what it means? So we're going to do that in the next class. Now I'm going to give time for questioning. If you have any question, please feel free to ask, and make sure you do that in the next few seconds that we are going to be rounding up for this class. Thank you.